My name is Minh Nguyen. I am the principal attorney at Nguyen Lawyers, a boutique five-man law firm located in Long Beach. When I created this firm, I wanted a firm that welcomed high-end value catastrophic cases, but also opened its doors to folks that normally would not have access to trial lawyers, basically lawyers for the people. The Joseph versus Santa Maria case, it's a case about a defendant who was distracted while driving on the freeway, and he rear-ended Mr. Wang. It was a serious car crash. It caused Mr. Wang's car to spin out of control. Joseph Wang lost consciousness at the scene and was taken by paramedics to the local hospital, where he was diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury. One of the biggest challenges in this case was the medical workup. For a mild traumatic brain injury, one of the experts that you would need is a neuropsychologist. And with neuropsych exams, it's best to give the tests in the same language as the test subject. So Mr. Wang here, his native tongue was Vietnamese, and he spoke very few words. He was a man of few words. And so we had to find a Vietnamese-speaking neuropsychologist, and that was a challenge. It took over a year of searching to find a Vietnamese-speaking neurologist, and ultimately Dr. Daniel Lee agreed to be the neuropsych, which helped us prove our case at trial because the defense hired a neuropsychologist who used a translator, and there's some problems when you use a translator in trying to give the test. And that's something we were able to point out to the jury, which ultimately helped convince the jury that our client sustained a mild traumatic brain injury, and how the Joseph Wang who left that morning to go to work never returned home. That the Joseph Wang that came back from the car crash was a different person. With that judgment, Mr. Wang is able to obtain full justice and get the medical care that he needs so that we could restore him to, hopefully, to the person he was before he left that morning, before he got into the car crash. I've known Nick for a number of years. This was the first time we worked on a case together, and quite frankly, I've learned a lot working with Nick. In the past, I've always championed trying a case quickly, keeping it simple, but Nick just took that concept to a whole new level. And be able to try a case with a fellow trial lawyer, it was easy in terms of having a peace of mind, knowing that the person sitting next to you at the counsel table knows what he's doing, and be able to try the case in a way similar to your own style. So it was kind of cool to try the case with Nick, and it was fun. When this case was going to trial, we knew we had to take complicated medical terms and issues and present it to the jury. And that's when we contacted DK Global to help present the visual. You know, jurors nowadays are very visual. They're used to getting information through social media, with a photo or a video. And DK Global came in with their animation to explain the anatomy of a brain injury and also the mechanism of injuries. There's some cool animation that they came up with to show the coup-contrecoup mechanism of the brain when a person is involved in a rear-end car crash. And we use those videos in opening, we use them during direct, and then we use them again in closing. Again, reinforcing to the jury complicated medical issues in a simple visual form. So this case went to trial. Trial took about 5 days in Orange County. The jury deliberated for about a day and a half. They came back with a verdict of $1.925 million for Mr. Wang. Working with DK Global was easy, seamless. It took a phone call. We explained what we needed. DK Global came through with the animation. And for any lawyers out there who is trying a mild TBI case, or any case for that matter, it's nowadays important to have animations. So, DK Global is on top of its game. They're easy to work with. They have good visual, and it helps explain the case to the jury.